Yeah. Now go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, man. I'm just wondering, man, there's people checking on Ronda Rousey, man, because she was on suicide watch last year, so people
Uh,
better get a court order to get all her guns like taken out of her house if she owned a gun, because she probably got her shit locked and loaded after how she got humiliated tonight. So I mean, I'm not making fun of her like possibly being on suicide watch, but it is what it is. She was on suicide watch last year,
yeah.
so they need to check on homegirl like real quick, like because she's somewhere tucked. The funny part about it is, man, for the second time, man, she ran out on the press conference, man. Now,
Hmm.
you remember how Adrian Broner got criticized
That's a
for
fun. That's the
the
same.
Maidana fight?
That, the funny thing is, I did a video earlier today about uh, Broner and Rousey just being quitters, like and like you can't trust people who aren't mentally strong enough to withstand the rain. And the funny thing is, that's my first thought when I realized she didn't come to the press conference. Uh, that she's a quitter. Like, and Floyd Mayweather said it best. Once you've lost, you always can go back there for comfort. It's okay. I can lose. I'll just come back again. And it's over for her. Her career is over. It reminded me of Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. When you just see Mike Tyson just crumbling, it's like, what? It's over?
Yeah, I mean, for Mike Tyson, that was just a bad loss, but we already know the the shenanigans that went on behind that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, Lennox Lewis sued Mike Tyson
Mm-hmm.
and forced him to make that fight. When Mike Tyson asked Lennox Lewis, he said, "All I need is one tune-up fight, and I'll be ready." Lennox Lewis didn't want the tune-up fight from Mike Tyson. He sued him, and then pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson had no choice but to make that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you watch the fight, Mike Tyson had a very strong first round, and then after that, Mike Tyson was just like, and he just was in the middle of la la land after
Yeah.
the first round.
Yeah.
He was just utterly confused. He just seemed like he just shut it down,
Mm-hmm.
and he just let what happened to him happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Ronda Rousey go, this is a person that everybody was hyping up, that everybody was saying they never seen anything like her. Yeah, like I said, me neither. I've never seen somebody get their ass shellacked 2 fights in a row, and the second fight was shorter than the first fight. You took a year off, before you came back to get mentally prepared, and you still wasn't mentally prepared, because as soon as Nunez touched her, she pretty much crumbled, and you
Mm-hmm.
could see it happening. You could say, "Here we go again."
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was thinking that Ronda Rousey would at least make it out the first round. I kind of figured that chick was going to beat her, but damn, the lady just went in there and just shellacked her ass.
Yep.
I
Everybody.
mean, it was easy work for her.
Oh, it was super easy. Like I just said, everyone got a plan till they get hit, and
Well,
it was ironic that a combat fighter, MMA, don't have a plan after you get hit. It was like, okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna stand here or go straight back. She's in 13 fight. I don't know how many fight. What was her record? But
that was her 14th fight.
14. Hold on. You're too. Hold on. Let me put you. Something happened. Go ahead. You're back now. That was a 14 fight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you earned day one. Don't go straight back. Don't- like close the door, put your guard up, close the door. I mean, it was just like boxing 101. Like the common sense just escaped her once you get hit. But I've been hit in sparring where you just get dazed. But the first thing I do is close the door to the jab. At least make them throw a hook to the body or something. It was like you know what I mean. It just didn't. It made no sense. She looked like an amateur out there, like she didn't belong.
Yeah, good point, man. From what I've seen, let's come to the conclusion that Ronda Rousey can't box worth shit. That's her biggest problem. She doesn't know how to box.
Mm-hmm.
She has no answer for somebody that has a good stand-up game and a pure boxing game. So she must have watched the Heidi Holm Holly Holm footage, it was like, okay, all I got to do is try to box her a little bit, just to set her up. And she knew what she could do to take Ronda Rousey out of her comfort zone, which is try to box her. Ronda Rousey, if she can't grab you and get you to the ground, then she's pretty much done. Yep. She doesn't know how to box. She doesn't know how to defend herself. And there were plenty of footage of Ronda Rousey trying to box, and she was getting her ass whooped pretty much in boxing. So I think the lady studied the Holly Holm video, and she used that as a strategy on how to get Ronda Rousey in trouble early. And that's pretty much what she did. She just pretty much boxed Ronda Rousey, waited for it opening. She caught Ronda Rousey. She busted her. She busted her up, had her leaking, and she ended that fight on the real quick. And that's pretty much what happened with her. Ronda Rousey is exposed. She has all she has is really a ground game. She has no stand-up game whatsoever. And it's a blueprint to beat her. Yeah. Now, everybody, if she decides to come back, that's what everybody that faces Ronda Rousey from now on going to do. They're just going to be like, okay, I'm just going to try to box her and try to see, could I break her down and catch her with something? And it's obviously Ronda Rousey can't take a punch neither, because as soon as you hit her, she folds.
She mentally folds.
What me and you seen tonight, we witnessed that Ronda Rousey is mentally weak and she's a bully. That's pretty much what this shit came down to. When she finally had somebody that wasn't scared of her, she didn't know what to do, because I think she got too used to Dana White and the media, hyping her up. I guess she got too comfortable with smelling her own shit. But finally tonight, she got a good whiff of it and it stunk.
And you know what it reminded me of too? Jerry Cooney. The Great White Hype. Yeah, the Great White Hype.
The biggest travesty in boxing, the biggest farce, with him and Larry Holmes. God,
Tony Mandridge, who's the linebacker from Oklahoma, Brian Bosworth, like these great white hypes, like Ryan Leafs, like they just overrate these guys and create this bigger than life persona, in which in reality there's nothing there. It's like one of them cheap donuts. It is glazed, but when you bite into it, it's all air in between.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man,
that's funny, man, that you brought that up, because that was a great video you put out about the the Great White Hope as far as sports go. Because see, here's the thing: everybody is looking for some type of Larry Bird in whatever sport. They looking for the Larry Bird in football. They looking for the Larry Bird in boxing, which they think is Gennady Golovkin, but I think he's living on borrowed time.
What it is? It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.